Hey, my rosebuds. Welcome to Dion Says Whatever. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And hit that bell notification to all so you know when your girl upload, do my shorts, or post, or go live. Happy Friday, everybody. Hope everybody is doing well and blessed this morning, afternoon, evening, wherever you may be. As y'all see the title, Circus Shenanigans and Hot Topics and more. We're gonna start with Rayla. Rayla linked up with Carissa at Blueface King of Crab restaurant. Um, she got six. They get that fine. Only one. She linked up with Carissa, and she did 6 episodes of 6 Act and got paid for it. So I just hope Carissa is not using her for that. And I don't know if she think Carissa is gonna get the baby, take care of the baby, or whatever, right? But my thing is, if Blueface is not claiming you or your unborn child, your daughter yet, do you really think that he's gonna do it when you have her, just because you named her after Carissa? And I feel like she did kind of bribe Carlissa by doing that because she wanted Carlissa and them and Blueface attention. You still don't got Blueface attention. Who you really want? You like it's crazy to me. Like you say on your lives you don't want to be in a circus, but yes, you do want to be in a circus. You want that attention so bad. That's why you always saying, "Oh, you want Nevaeh baby, but not yours," and you're like you're pregnant too. That's just what Rayla is saying. I'm pregnant too. He know that. But he also said, Blueface also said he feel like you trapped him. Especially when you was on your live saying you was ovulating at the time. You knew this situation, so it was a good chance that you would have got pregnant because you were ovulating. So it seemed like a setup to me as well. You know what I'm saying? But you go off, girl. You go off. So she did the episodes with Carlissa. They're coming out slowly but surely. So y'all just watch and be entertained, and I'll talk about them as they come out. Now, Krishan, like, girl, you get on this internet on your born string just to embarrass Junior again and again and again. You sit there and he pooped on his whatever laying. He probably was laying down rolling, and he got up on his stomach, all up on his stomach and his chest. You take him, you bring him to the camera, talking about laughing and giggling like it's fucking funny. That's not funny. That's embarrassing for that boy. You keep doing stuff, not for them to talk about him. They're gonna talk about you. That's your character. That's y'all. It's just crazy to me. And she kiki and laughing like, look, Chad. But then she take him off. He should have got in the tub. She should have really gave him a bath. She wiped him off and came back to the chat with Junior. Same clothes on. When you see that poop is all up on, girl, this shit is nasty. First of all, then then she's sitting there. No, okay. Then she take a damn toothbrush, worrying about this boy edges. As you laying his edges down or whatever, his edge up, whatever you doing, worry about the whole head. He got BDPs, and you worried about the front of his head. My thing is get that boy a haircut, something. And y'all could tell the interaction between Junior and Krishan. She don't groom him well or at all because he don't want her doing it. He moving his head all around trying to get down away from her, and she holding his neck from the front and the back, trying to keep his head still. Then Krishan, let me do it. He don't want you to do it. Just like the hat incident. She kept putting the hat on, he taking it off. She kept putting the hat on and he taking it off. Like, girl, leave him the hell alone. She don't she don't interact with him as he has disabilities. She try to interact like he's a normal child and he's not. He's not. And the sooner you realize that, Krishan, he'll be a better little boy. And she talking about she gonna put these little booties on his feet. She did not. First of all, she's standing him up in her lap, right? Talking about, oh yeah, chat, the walker he got helping his feet as she pushing his foot down to make it look flat. She said, see, not both of them, but this one is flat. See, it's helping. No, it's not, Krishan. You pushing his feet down to be flat. Knowing that boy got messed up feet, he got a club foot, and she trying to hide it with her hands around his ankle. Like, Krishan, we already seen it time and time and time again. You can't hide. You can't just pray it away. You have to actually go see specialists and therapists to get this boy body right. And his poop is so runny because he's not eating solids. At 3 years old, his poop should be more solid form. Even if he eating bananas, you would see some type of form of poop. No, you're not. All this milk and water or whatever else she's giving him in his bottle is not working. You can see that he's malnutrition. It's like he's not even progressing, he's going backwards. Then she say, oh, Chad, once again, oh, I'm going to stream his therapy. Stop lying. You said it once and you never did nothing. You didn't even take him to the therapist or the specialist or the doctor at that matter. Then soon enough she said that, she changed it and said, well, I got to ask Pastor Mike or whatever the hell his name is because he's the one, that's what he's doing his therapy. She lied every time she opened her damn mouth. Trying to say what she think people want to hear, especially her rock tires in her chat. Now a lot of them rock tires is coming for her head. You know what I'm saying? They really starting to see the lies. They like with Blueface. Every day when she streams, she talk about Blueface. You know, then she sit up and say she gonna call 911 if Blueface is around, come around her. Then in the breath she say me and my baby father is throwing um Junior a big third birthday party, and it got debunked once again by Blueface. Blueface ain't know nothing about it. On his stream, the person asked him about was he giving Junior a party with Krishan. He said he didn't hear nothing about it. He said if I'm invited, I might go, but I don't know nothing about it. So if because Blue Rock called and she said it, and if Blue Rock if Blue was giving him a party with Krishan, they would know about it. Y'all know what I'm saying? They had no clue. They was like, oh, okay, that's nice. And Blue came back, he debunked everything she said. Like when she said he about the yacht thing. That was a planned situation. Then the Miami thing. You knew he was coming. But because your plan didn't go like you wanted it, your narrative about him putting Nevaeh out and you begging him to come to his house, and he said no because his pregnant girlfriend is there. They live there. She lived there. So no. See, and you got mad, got on this internet crying, trying to make it about, oh, because Deion Sanders they invited you, his daughter invited you to her son's birthday party, which you didn't go. Because I'm quite sure you don't want Deion Sanders and his daughter and the people to see how Junior really is in person. Because they heart is gonna hurt. Trust and believe. They heart is gonna hurt once they see him and look at you sideways. Like, girl, what the hell? Because anybody in their right mind, it cannot sit and have a straight face looking at Junior and not say anything. Especially if you so called look up to Deion Sanders. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's crazy to me, y'all. She be so performative, and then you humiliating Junior every time you bring him to that camera. Then, like, she steady trying to do his hair. She stand him up, and she holding him up with her thighs, between her legs or whatever. Then cause she turned backwards, so he really couldn't see. Then she gonna turn around like she was doing something, and was like, "Oh, he don't want to stand no more. He not standing. You're holding him up. He went down to the floor. You're holding him up, Krishan. Stop it." Then did y'all hear she's going out of the country? She's going to Jerusalem, and she's taking people with her. Child, what? Stop it, Krishan. You really think people believe that? You say some of the dumbest shit out your mouth for no reason. You are what is it? Pathological liar at its best. People don't even believe nothing you say. Even like you keep saying, I love him, I love my son, I love you. No, you don't, because guess what? If you really have to try to convince us, you really don't, because it will show all authentically. What, you trying to convince yourself that you love him? Because we don't damn sure see it. And it's sad, and it's sad to watch. Just like Ronnie told his his manager that Krishan had mental issues, and I believe she do. You know what I'm saying? Coming from the family that she come from, I believe she do. She have a lot of issues. And then like his manager said, Ronnie was looking at Shawnee, because that's what Ronnie called her, Shawnee, as that track star. You know what I'm saying? That person that she was not when we was introduced to her. Now I started following Krishan when she won that Ultimate Tag Show. So I seen her beginnings before the whole internet thing with Blue. You know what I'm saying? And it was a setup situation that her and Ronnie was trying to set up Blueface. And every time her and Blue got into it, she go back to Baltimore, not to visit family, but to be with Ronnie. So she was always still messing with Ronnie. And then she set him up at the mall. She had text messages showing that she texted him to meet her at the subway. He went. His manager told him not to go. He went anyway. And then Krishan wanted to say, "Oh, you stalking me. Oh, you stalking me," so she could call the police, because he had a court date for the DNA test. Now, Ronnie got arrested because he was on paper. He was on probation. So he still had a court date, a criminal court date, that she was called herself pressing charges that day. Krishan had to show up to that court date. You know what I'm saying? And I'm assuming that Ronnie would let the court know about the DNA test and everything like that. And she probably, more than likely, 9 times out of 10, would have been forced to do a DNA test. So, behold, he's unalive. Then, when he was unalive, Krishan posted that fake DNA test of Blueface and her being Junior's father. My thing is, why would you post that, Krishan? Because because you want to still keep that narrative going. Like, see, Blueface is the father. I didn't have nothing to do with Ronnie's unaliving, because why would I? If Blueface is the father, and wrong, he's not. Please, y'all, watch my video of Ronnie Doe's song, "Still a Man from the Grave." That song is fire. He's speaking like as if he was in the grave already, and he tell it all. He was there in the delivery room, cut the umbilical cord. He was there, and Krishan can't get away from it. And I'll say it time and time again. Ronnie is gonna haunt her. He is haunting her, and that's why she don't know what to say when she get on that stream. Then she tried to get in front of the narrative because all the chitter chatter about her having something to do with Ronnie's unaliving. She can't stay off of Blueface, talking about Blueface. So she was combining the two. She would talk about Ronnie, then go to Blueface. Talk about Ronnie, then Blueface. Girl, how was he gonna throw a party with you and he don't know nothing about it first of all? And then if he come around you, you claim you was gonna call 911. See, you trying to get him hemmed up. Blueface allows you, don't go. I don't care, don't go because it's a tactic. Because things is not going her way and she see it. She see it's not gonna change. He don't want to be in a relationship with you, Krishan. Now he'll bust you down, but he not gonna be in a relationship with you. And he said it over and over again. And if you keep letting him bamboozle you, that's on you. Because you made the choice to be with him. Nobody is forcing you to lay down with Blueface and frolic around like you did in Miami with Blueface. You chose to. And you sit there and say he followed you there or whatever. How would he know where you're at if you didn't tell him? You knew that man was coming to Miami. You had fun, but then your bubble got bust because guess what? You went back home alone. And you're still alone without Blueface. So stop trying to put narratives out here that's gonna keep getting you're gonna keep getting exposed by everybody around you. And so back to what his manager said that she do have mental issues. She was in a mental asylum. She escaped. She left or whatever. How and why I don't know. She should have stayed there and got the help that she needed. And I'm believing this came after the unaliving of the one or two people, the guy and the lady. And I don't want to get back into it. I did a video. Please go watch my videos and catch up so y'all know what I'm talking about. Y'all be on top of everything that I'm saying. And y'all understand why I'm saying it and what I'm saying. Okay? Now Jaden, you sitting over there on your stream and Sam called herself trying to expose Blue, but Jaden calls her saying she needs support to talk to her. She needs her support. Yeah, I know you do need her support. You know what I'm saying? You need it because guess what? Why would you sit there and be upset and in your chest so bad when you told that man Blueface not to come to your daughter's birthday party that he was not welcome? And that you was gonna have armed guards there to take him down if he show up. I wouldn't show up either. Would y'all show up? Y'all let me know. Would y'all show up? If she kept saying it, she said it up until the day of Journey's birthday party. Happy belated birthday, Journey. She looked cute. Carissa showed up. It was so awkward. Jaden was so distant from Carissa. Like I wouldn't even showed up if I was Carissa, but she showed up for Journey, not Jaden. And Journey was happy that Carissa was there. She said, "I love my grandmother," and she do. It's a sad situation, you know what I'm saying? That it gotta be toxic like that. But y'all made it that way. Carissa made it that way. Jaden made it that way because Jaden was trying to pop her shit and do all this stuff, and he didn't show up to his daughter's birthday party because of her. Y'all cannot blame Blueface for that. Jaden the one who said for him not to come. What, he's supposed to show up anyway and get taken down by armed guards? And I believe the only reason why she didn't get the armed guards because she watched Blueface stream when Blueface said he wasn't going over there anyway. For one, because she don't want him there. and he can have his own party for Journey if he wants. And I'm kind of with Blueface and a little bit about this because, like he said, you can't keep trying to control him with his kids. Tell him where they can go and where he can't take them. He got his own house. Despite who live with him, his kids should be welcome at his house. Like he said, y'all had an agreement not to have y'all kids around other ninjas. He said you broke that when you had him around Bravo, busting it down and busting it open and sucking eggplant. He was there around the kids, and so was Bodine. The same situation, busting it down, doing the same thing she did with Bodine. I mean Bravo. So you broke your agreement. So now why can't the kids go over Blueface house? Because you in your chest about Nevaeh. They're gonna be siblings. They're your kids and Jonathan Jamal Porter Jr. is gonna be siblings. You need to grow up. You need to get some therapy. You need to really heal because the choices you made, it affected. Yes, Blueface was in his chest and mad about everything that's going on. Thank Carlissa because Carlissa dropped that tape. Carlissa put that tape out about Bravo and Jaden, and that's messed up. And I think she did it because Jaden was with Kai, was supposed to be dating Kai. Carlissa, you are wrong. And I believe she was holding that tape blackmail. Like Dre said, she gets stuff on these on Blueface females and on people and to use it against them. So that's how she was manipulating Jaden to do everything she wanted her to do and to stay with Blue and to keep trying to, I don't know, perform with, I don't know. But now then she dropped the tape because she was with Kai. And you could tell that's why she dropped it. And Carlissa, you ain't shit for that. That's wrong. Now look at the situation. Your grandkids not even seeing their father. And Jaden don't even want you at her house. You can tell. But I'm glad that you showed up for Journey. But I would have hate to be there because that feeling of being unwanted, yeah, it don't feel good. But you brought that on yourself, Carlissa. You sat up there and said you dropped the tape. Even before Andre came out and said you be blackmailing people to get them to do what you want them to do. And that's not right. He also said she do anything to get on TV. She been chasing Hollywood for 50 what do you say, for 50 years or something like that. Like she 50 years old. She been, I mean, yeah. I said, Dre, and it's a lot of stuff that Dre say I do believe because we see it ourselves, how Carlissa act. We see how she is on top on this internet. She tell everybody business. That's why Blueface told Nevaeh not to talk to her no more because she had intimate conversations with Carlissa. Nevaeh did, and Carlissa put her business out here, and that's not right. All for views and click and 6 Carlissa, you are destroying people's livelihood when the things that you do. Why don't you worry about you and your husband and try to bust it and try to figure out how you could bust it down and open how he wants you to because your leg is jacked up. Ain't that what you said? You can't. I really wonder if he's seeing somebody else because he sure be gone a lot. And her husband is kind of messy too. He act like a biatch too. Sometimes he be up there gossiping and chitting chatting about the folks, about the people in the circus, and the whole nine. What real man does that? Honestly, what real man does that? That's crazy to me. That is so crazy to me. And let's see. And let's talk about Clarissa. Now, Clarissa, you another one fighting with the internet, the whole internet, because somebody mentioned your relationship with Remy Ma's husband. It's a known fact. You can't move away from it until he gets divorced. So Clarissa had an interview with Young Jack on the radio show um with Shanika from Atlanta. So the lady asked her how long she gonna be with Pap or whatever, Remy Ma's husband, right? She got mad and she said, if you're gonna say that's Remy Ma's husband, you gotta say that's his wife. We are saying that because it's a known fact. You know, she tried to be so smart and sarcastic and she sounds stupid because hello, that is his wife. And we are saying that. So, like, she had space and opportunity to say whatever she wanted to that lady on air. The aftermath of the interview, she wanted to come on this good internet calling her fat and what she say, a cheater, and all of this stuff. But what are you doing? You cheated on your ex fiance Tony with Papoose. Look at the pot calling the kettle. What? And then you always body shaming. Papoose body shamed I believe somebody on TikTok, was it, or Instagram? It was one of them. I seen a clip. Y'all got a lot of nerve. Cause Clarissa, you don't get on this internet without a filter. And the pictures that we see of you naturally without a filter, girl, you're not fine. You got a face only a mama could love. I'm sorry, but not sorry. Because you get on here calling people fat, ugly, broke, and all of that. Because they mention you with somebody's husband, which is a known fact. Make that make sense. So y'all, when I tell you, Eva Marcel clapped back, madam, she came out. She said, "Now wait a damn minute." I said, "Ooh, okay." Just that alone tells you, no, she not playing. You know, and like Eva didn't disrespect Shanika or Clarissa Shields. All she said was, y'all both beautiful black women. You know what I'm saying? What's all the hostility after the fact? Because you could have said everything you had to say on the radio to her face. I mean, you know what I'm saying? In her face. Because y'all was face to face on you know what I'm saying? She wasn't actually, y'all know what I'm saying. She could have said whatever she had to say to that lady, but you waited till after to get on this internet to say some smart stuff because it's going around and people talking about it. You trying to save face. You can't save face when you're doing wrong. Then she gonna sit and say, "Oh, Pat filed for divorce." That's the first part of it. That's the first start. But they not gonna get a divorce because Pap is not getting none of her money. He won't have of Remy millions, and that's not gonna happen. Are you dumb? In the words of Remy, are you dumb? Because for the simple fact, that's why he not going on like really gonna get a divorce because Remy, not because of Pat, because of Remy. First of all, it was for Pat. I can tell you that. But Remy came out and said she was performing on stage and she said somebody asked her, was she single? She said, nope, I'm be single when a nigga stop trying to ask for half. That's sad, Pat. That is sad. When she took care of your dumb ass, like sorry, but not sorry, because you really not didn't have no good career. You really didn't. And you used Remy, you cheated on her multiple times while she was in prison and when she was out. Like, and she stuck by you trying to make shit work. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, allegedly you was sleeping with Khadijah. It's all over the internet. Like, you know what I'm saying? And then like when you see the pictures of Carissa, Pat, Khadijah, and now they starting to show Khadijah's husband in some of these pictures, he looked so sad. Like he you know what I'm saying? But then when he talking about Khadijah, he got a smile on his face. Just like he was I forgot the situation, but he was all cheery and he was instead of showing Clarissa, he's showing Khadijah and her husband and her baby bump. That's crazy. And Clarissa is such a slow boat. Slow bus, short bus, little dummy, all that above. I like that lady. And is she be clocking Clarissa down. I'm sorry. She's a comedian. She's so funny. But my thing is, she did AI pregnant photos. What? Who does that? The lady said she know that her computer was mad at her, and they said they not the father. Like that's crazy. You're not pregnant by Pap. You want to be pregnant so bad by him, saying he begging you to have a baby. He begged Remy too, and he wanted another one by her after the golden child. He wanted another one. So what is you saying? Just like she said, oh, he wrote a song about me. He wrote a rap about Remy. If Remy gave him a chance, he would leave you and go back to her. And I really truly believe that. If Remy wanted him back, which he don't, Papoose will really gladly go back to her. And you get mad because people saying he in your pocket. He is. You really think Remy just called you his come up for no reason? We're not slow like you. We understand what it is. We watching it. We watched it play out from the beginning to today. So what are you trying to say? You can't say nothing that we want to hear. Actually, instead of worrying about the box and you worrying about everybody else because we make a comment about Pat is married or you with Remy husband. It ain't a lie. Where's the lie at? Yeah, it's not a lie. But so Eva, she clapped back, and I respect Eva for that because she said, they in Atlanta, and she said they all don't play about Miss Shanika in Atlanta. So watch your tone, watch where you stepping, man. Basically, okay. And I respect Eva for that because guess what? Like she said, you didn't messed up, Clarissa. You didn't mess up when you spoke ill of Shanika. She got so much respect in around Atlanta, and you don't. But I see you didn't clap back at Eva. I did not see you clap back at Eva myself. And you're not. Because she will eat you alive. See, you don't want to hear the truth because you think what you're doing is right. And it's not. You should have waited till that man had got a divorce. Because if he still wanted you, he would still wanted you after that divorce. Period. Point blank. And you the one who pursued him. You was in his DM, Remy DMs, befriending her just to get close to Papoose. Like you said, you watched him on Love and Hip Hop, so you actually went after him because you seen what him and Remy got. You're not mad. You're not mad at nobody but Remy because you can't be Remy. You mad at Remy because your supposed man is still in love with his wife Remy, and he still want his wife Remy, but she let him go. Make that make sense, y'all? So I just wanted to get on here and because the last video I did, it was raining so hard, my internet was messing up, so that's why it kind of sound like that. And I wanted to do a redo of that video. You know what I'm saying? Because my internet kept cutting out, like So, and that's not my best video, so I just posted it because I took my time and did it. So I'm not gonna waste my time and not put it up, flaws and all. Okay? So, y'all, if nobody never told you they love you, Dion saying it. I love you, you, and you. And please like, comment, and subscribe. Please and thank you, everyone. And I'll see y'all on the next Dion Says Whatever. Bye, Rosebuds. Make sure y'all hit that like button too. Bye.